fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
The barn door slammed shut behind me, the sound echoing like a final, definitive period at the end of a sentence I hadn't even known I was writing. Dust motes danced in the single shaft of moonlight piercing the gloom, illuminating a space thick with shadows and the potent musk of hard labor, sweat, leather, and something else, something inherently male. It wasn't unpleasant, not exactly. It was overwhelming. A primal scent that stirred something deep within me, a response I hadn't known existed. The resonance, it hummed in my blood, a low thrum that vibrated in my bones, growing stronger with each passing second. It wasn't a new sensation, not precisely. I'd felt it flicker for years, a phantom limb of longing, an echo of a song I couldn't quite place. But here within these weathered walls, it wasn't a whisper, it was a roar, an ancient call, a summons I couldn't, wouldn't ignore. It felt inevitable, terrifyingly so. They emerged from the darkness slowly, deliberately, as if granting me a final moment to brace myself. Two figures coalescing from the shadows, solidifying into forms that stole the air from my lungs. The first was a mountain of a man, all muscle and barely restrained power, his frame filling the space with a raw, untamed energy. He wore simple, dark clothing, leather breeches, and a tunic, but it did little to conceal the sheer physicality of him. His hands were calloused, scarred, the hands of a warrior, a craftsman, a something older, something more. The second was different, sleek and dangerous, like a panther poised to strike. He moved with a fluid grace that contrasted sharply with the other's brute strength. His clothing was similar but tailored to fit his lean frame, emphasizing the sharp angles of his body. His eyes, they were the color of molten gold, and they fixed on me with an intensity that felt like a physical touch, a possessive claim. Their heat surrounded me before they even moved, a palpable wave that washed over my skin, raising goosebumps in its wake. The air crackled with tension, thick and heavy, making it difficult to breathe. It wasn't just physical heat, though. It was something deeper, something magical, a shared energy that bound them together and now, inexplicably, included me. I tried to take a step back to create some distance, but my legs felt like lead. My mind, usually sharp and analytical, was a swirling vortex of confusion and something akin to anticipation. This shouldn't be happening. I was a scholar, a researcher, dedicated to uncovering the secrets of the past, not becoming one. Yet here I was, trapped in a barn with two impossibly handsome, undeniably powerful men, and a resonance that was tearing me apart from the inside out. Calloused hands, the first man's, gripped my shoulders, the pressure firm but not unkind. His touch sent a jolt of electricity through my veins. He was so close I could feel the heat radiating from his body, smell the earthy scent of him. A deep voice, roughened by time and something else I couldn't identify, rumbled in his chest, vibrating against my skin. We've waited centuries for this. The words weren't a question, they were a statement of fact, a pronouncement, centuries. The weight of that word pressed down on me, suffocating me. What had they been waiting for? What did they want? My carefully constructed defenses, the walls I'd built around my heart and my mind, began to crumble. I opened my mouth to speak, to demand answers, but the words died in my throat. Before I could formulate a coherent thought, the second man moved. He was faster, more agile than I could have imagined. He closed the distance between us in a heartbeat, his golden eyes never leaving mine. His breath ghosted across my ear, sending shivers down my spine. Then his teeth grazed my neck, a feather-light touch that ignited a firestorm of sensation. His whisper was hot against my skin, a silken promise that bypassed my intellect and went straight to my core. You were made for us. The words were a brand, searing themselves into my soul. Made for them, it was absurd, impossible. And yet the resonance screamed in agreement. It didn't ask permission. It didn't offer a choice. It demanded the joining of three souls, a convergence of energies that had been set in motion long ago, a destiny older than the stars themselves. I felt a strange detachment, as if I were watching myself from outside my body. My hands trembled, but I didn't pull away. My lips parted slightly, a silent invitation. The first man's grip on my shoulders tightened, anchoring me in place. The second man's hand moved to my waist, his fingers digging into my flesh, claiming me. The resonance swelled, reaching a fever pitch. It wasn't painful, not exactly. It was transformative, a shattering and rebuilding of everything I thought I knew about myself, about the world. I closed my eyes, surrendering to the inevitable. I felt their power flowing into me, merging with my own. It was a wild, untamed energy, exhilarating and terrifying in equal measure. I wasn't just a scholar anymore. I wasn't just a woman. I was something more, something ancient, something powerful, something bound asterisk. Their voices, a chorus of deep, resonant tones, filled my mind, weaving a tapestry of desire and destiny. "Welcome home," they murmured, and for the first time in my life I felt like I truly belonged. The barn, the shadows, the musk, the heat, it wasn't a prison. It was a sanctuary, a beginning, and I willingly, irrevocably, stepped into the darkness with them.